McDonald's guaranteed to please. Got me summer, got me a Big Mac. Where those patties are stacked. Gonna get me some of that double cheese. Gonna get some Mickey D's. Yeah, Mickey D's. Guaranteed to please. Get the double cheese. Mickey D's. Guaranteed to please. Don't you know that I'm loving it? With those golden fries, so legit. Get those chicken McNuggets. Gonna be a hit. As a kid, I used to play in the playland. Even the one with the hamburger. Like a steel can. Ooh, I used to play in the plastic balls. But that shit's nasty. Probably has lots of bacteria. Yeah. Can't believe I did that shit. Like that egg sausage McMuffin. Ooh. Some days I get the McGriddle. Before I was doing my work out by the mountains. Glad there was a McDonald's on the way to work. Yeah. While I worked in the dirt. Mickey D's. Mickey D's. McDonald's. Guaranteed to please. Yeah, so it took a bit of a while, to let it sink in, the Kendrick Lamar performance at the Super Bowl halftime show. A lot of people said they couldn't understand what he was saying. They couldn't understand his lyrics. See, I listened to a few of his songs before the event because I didn't really. I mean, I only knew who he was from what Anthony Fantano, internet's busiest music nerd, the needle drop. So that's only. So one of the funniest songs was like, was it like, they not like us, or it's like they not like us, and then he's like, "And yo, drink gonna wanna come here." He had the funny accent and shit. Like the more I think about it, how funny that is. Like, what you want to do? What you don't do? It's like the more I think about it, like the more like it's amusing to me. What you talking shit, Drake? It's kind of like hilarious. It's so bad. That's why it's funny. It's bad, like the funny accent and the funny English accent. It's almost like hearing like a foreign language, like somebody from a foreign country speaking English, and with a thick accent that you're like, where does that accent come from? That's what it sounds like really bad English, horrible English. Ooh, I got the chills because the cold came back, and man, the cold came back with a vengeance. But thank God it wasn't another snowstorm. What do you want to do, Drake? No. It's like this, like hilarious accent. Kendrick Lamar. I mean, it's like so funny. I'll have to listen to it again because it entertains me. It's like when I worked with the Romanian lady, and she had the funny accent from Romania, and the Romanian lady was like, I said, "What you be talking about, Willis?" From the old show Different Strokes with Gary Coleman, and Gary Coleman would always say, "What you be talking about, Willis?" And then so I had the Romanian lady say it, and she was like, "What are you talking about, Willis?" Like it's like this funny fucking accent, like funny, hilarious. Or like the German lady, we got to sing "Black Hole Sun" by Soundgarden. My friend's German relatives were in town to Houston, Texas, and we went to Galveston. And for a joke, it was funny. It was funny, like foreigners in your country, right? And they don't really understand much English, and so this lady didn't speak any English. It was just all German. It was 100% German. So, but she could sing along to the songs, of course. And then my friend Carl, being the joker that he is, he's like, "Okay, sing Black Hole Sun, won't you come to wash away the rain?" I was dying. The German relatives. And we also got the German man to yell stuff at the beach. We thought it was so funny. Not because of like Hitler or anything. Not because of Nazis or Hitler or World War II. We just thought it was funny, like the German accent. We had so much fun with German speaking English. We were just having a riot. I mean, it was just like, so we got him to go by the beach and raise his fist and go, "It's on!" And then he went like, he goes, "It's on!" Fucking around with these people. they didn't mind that we were messing around with them because we were just stupid teenagers. So I think they were entertained by it too, right? Yeah, they were like, "Oh, look at these kids. They're just having fun with the accent and shit." Or I like the Turkish baker because he would always say to me at the grocery store, he'd say, "Hey, you want some cookie?" So, he'd go, "Hey, you want some cookies?" So, I was like, oh man. He was this guy named Mustafa, the Turkish guy, and he had a mustache. It was kind of like, with the Turkish, they wear that mustache and they look like basically Mario Brothers, except they don't have they don't have curly mustaches. Like it's more like it's more like a very neatly trimmed. It's a big mustache, but it's not fucking like Super Mario. It's not a handlebar. It's not country western or anything. It's just like it's a well organized stash. It's a very well sculpted stash that they have. "Would you like some cookies?" I'm like, Mustafa was always trying to give me extra sugary cookies. And I was like, dude, I don't want to be morbidly obese. I just want to be, appropriately out of shape. So I'm going for like moderately out of shape. That's my fitness goal. So one time at the grocery store, they had this guy named Casey, and he wasn't very friendly. He was antisocial. I called him Jeffrey Dahmer because he was like a young Jeffrey Dahmer. He was like antisocial, and he had glasses on, and he had blonde hair. You know, I don't think he was a drunk like Jeffrey Dahmer, and he wasn't gay, I don't think. And so, but I just called him Jeffrey Dahmer because he had that psycho, that kind of like antisocial, like sociopathic stare, you know, like, or like he could become a psychopath at any point. He was on the path, he was on the journey, right? He was on that, what we call it, trajectory, if you will. So Casey, he was just like, yeah, I tried to say hi to him and stuff like that. And this guy I worked with for like years. It wasn't just like 1 year. It was like, 5 years or something. And he was an antisocial ass motherfucker, like to the max. I understand that some people don't want to talk at work, but or they don't like you. I understand. I totally. Yeah. I know that they came out with the saying that, coworkers aren't your friends. Yeah, you're right. Coworkers are not your friends. Yeah, never were, never will be. I know that they have 1 million YouTube videos where it's like, coworkers are not your friends. Yeah, because they'll stab you in the back to get the higher position at any moment. Yeah, it's a dog-eat-dog world. It's always been a dog-eat-dog world, but now more than ever. It's a shark eat shark world and a dog eat dog world. So Mustafa, the Turkish baker, he's like he considers someone who's antisocial like Casey to be rude. So it's this passionate, prideful, passionate Islamic Turkish man is going to come into conflict with this emotionless robot guy. I just knew there was, it wasn't inevitable that this conflict was going to happen, that this dust up was going to happen. It was just like, you couldn't think of more different people to put on the same job site. I mean, really? And Mustafa was a lonely older man. A lonely Turkish man, and he was looking for buddies. He was looking for friends. He was a lonely older man. And so even though he lived in America since the 1980s, he still felt like an outsider, right? Yeah. So he still felt like a foreigner, even though he had been here for like 40 years or something. But not as ridiculous as some of those Hispanic people, some of those Latino people that, or the women who don't learn English and they've been here for 50 years. And not ridiculous shit like that, where they don't learn English or anything at all. They don't even try to fucking assimilate, right? They just barely get by at some grocery store or like at the taco place, and then they never learn English because they don't care about doing that, because they don't want to. They just know enough English just to go, oh, hi, hello, what are you doing? Just basic phrases and shit that they need to know at work or whatever. But if you say anything complicated, they're going to be, what? I don't know what you're talking about, right? They're going to say, what you be talking about, Willis? So one night in the back room, Casey, the anti-social guy, the guy who's not friendly at all, met the Turkish man, older man. So Casey comes running out of the back room in the grocery, and he's like, he tells the manager, he's like, Mustafa threw a crate at my head, like a milk crate at my head, or something like that. And I was like, what? Mustafa's not usually violent. You must have provoked him, or you were rude to him. Yes, you were culturally rude to him, which is not to greet and not to doing the Casey antisocial thing again, doing the I hate humanity bit, which is a cute bit, but it doesn't really work well in a team type, customer service environment, really. But a lot of these people with Asperger's or these antisocial disorders, they like to hide in the grocery store by being a stalker. Not a stalker, but a stalker. And so they want to do the job. They want to put up shit and then not have to talk to people that much. That's really what their goal is. They don't want to deal with fucking the public, right? They just want to zone out, put on the earpods and the iPods and the iPhones and zone out and listen to some nice music. So then it came over the intercom. The manager was told by Casey about the incident where he got a crate thrown at his head or something. And, Mustafa had asked Casey, he said, hey, can you help me move some stuff? Can you help me, brother? He's like, hey, brother, can you help me move? He always says brother to people like Hulk Hogan. That's how he addresses other men, other guys. Hey, brother, how you doing? And then he's a very friendly guy. He's like, how's your mom? How's your sister? He doesn't just, he's like, how much? Very nice. How's your sister? How's your mom? Do you have a daughter? No, it wasn't like that. It was like, he cares about people. Mustafa. He cares. How touching. I cannot help but be touched. Like Khan Noonien Singh in Star Trek II, The Wrath of Khan. I, of course, remember you. So then Mustafa said, can you help me move this thing in the back, brother? Because maybe I'm a macho man. And I'm like, I'm a tall, strong, younger man. I can handle my load at the job site, at the grocery store. I can load my shit. I'm a man who takes care of shit, Sometimes you might think like that. And then maybe other times when you get older at a job, maybe start asking for help a little bit more. And you don't act so cavalier, so machismo. Like I can move anything. I'm a strong, competent young man. Maybe when you get a little older, you're like, hey, come help me out. So then Casey was like, no, I'm not helping you. No, I don't got time for that. I don't have to do that. And then so that's when Mustafa said, what's wrong with this motherfucker? And he threw the crate, threw the crate at him. And it barely hit him. It barely missed his head. because Mustafa was fucking pissed that he wasn't helping him, that he was a coworker and not helping him move the load or whatever the case may have been in the back room, in the stock room, in the back of the grocery store. So it was at the intercom, like the principal's calling you to the office, and it's like, Mustafa, please report to the office. Mustafa, please report to the manager's office. And if they're calling you to the manager's office, it could be about insurance. It could be about medical insurance. It could be about benefits sign up. Yeah. Could be about just about anything. Mm-hmm. A lot of times I got called to the office and I was like, uh-oh. I was like, what is this? And then the HR guy would say, hey, did you sign up for the new I service? Or, it'd be some total fucking just BS. And, did you get your flu shot? It was just most of the time it was just stuff like that, right? In my mind, I was like, oh shit, did I flirt with that 22-year-old girl with the big tits? Raquel? I was like, oh shit. Because you assume like the worst, like. You just pray to God it's not sexual harassment or something. So you just pray to God it's not something bogus. So then Mustafa got on the mic, on the intercom, and he goes, oh, I'm busy. Mustafa, report to the office. And he goes, I'm busy. Would you like a cookie? Cookie. I like that whole idea of like someone throwing a milk crate at somebody's head. Like I just love the idea you got so pissed at somebody you threw the milk crate at their head. Just the visual of just thinking about a milk crate flying at someone's head, and they're going like and dodging it. Especially like an antisocial, like Jeffrey Dahmer type character. Jeffrey Dahmer, Jeffrey Calmer, don't kill and eat people. Be calm, Jeffrey. Don't kill and eat people. Jeffrey Calmer. Please, Jeffrey, be calm. Don't kill and eat people. Jeffrey Calmer. Cookie, cookie, sugar cookie. Mustafa came from Turkey to America. He left his Islamic nation, ooh, so he could be free. Oh, Mustafa. Threw a crate at Casey's head. Who's ready to go to the midnight show of Captain America? Nah. Yeah, right. Yeah, I used to like going to those midnight shows myself. And then July 20th, 2012? In Aurora, Colorado. A gunman opened fire at the late night showing of Batman. The Dark Knight Rises, 2012. And so I was at not the show in Aurora, Colorado. I was at a show at Santico's Greek Theater in Houston, Texas, and I learned about it the next day. I probably drank a lot of beer that night because they had the bar at the Santico's Greek place. I learned about the massacre the next day, the Batman massacre. But then I tried to go to midnight movies at AMC. After that, for a while, they didn't show midnight movies. They would have it cut off for security reasons. So, and this is the reason why we can't have nice things. Eventually, midnight movies came back, though. They recovered from the slaughter. I mean, isn't it really nice to go see Batman at midnight, though? That's the best time to see Batman, a Batman movie, though. Batman, the Dark Knight, on a dark night. Down the road, sunny day, went out to play, found my soul, crawled out the hole. Yeah, some people might say, they ask this question, how do you play guitar? How do I play guitar? Start playing guitar. Some people say, I want to be a biochemist. Why are you studying biochemistry? So I guess it sounds obnoxious when other people say it like that, though. It's like, well, yeah. But it's too hard, it's too hard, it's too hard. That's just excuses, though. A lot of times. Not in all cases, but. metal can. Recycle the metal can. Aluminium. Aluminum. Yeah. Did you ever try to memorize all the elements on the periodic table using YouTube? Yeah. I don't think I've ever gotten through all the elements, regular and man-made, because there are entire videos on every single one, beginning with hydrogen, the noble gases, and then it goes down to the, what are they called, actinides, lactonides. I forgot. Maybe I should try that again. Go through all the elements of the periodic table and learn every single one, and their atomic and isotope structure, and the number of protons, electrons, and neutrons. And also learn how many quarks. Just kidding. I want to learn their number of quarks. I want to know their quantomic status. I want to know how many quantums they have. Quantomic particles. Well, old man's bedtime. Not exactly cool, but that was going to be the ending. It was just going to be doom, 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 doom.